All right, page 3 is only worth 3 points. You got 2 points for question number 10 and 1 point for question number 11, as these are more multiple choice kind of questions. So let's talk about question number 10. Again, this is an all or nothing. You have to have everything correctly circled to get the 2 points, otherwise it was worth 0. So which of the following transformations would map the following figure onto itself? Select all that apply. So I'm going to label point X here as it looks like point X is at 6, 6, 8. And it's a little tough to read there just because every line is by 2, not by 1. But that is at 6, 8. So this thing is a rectangle, not a square. So when I start thinking about reflecting over the y-axis, if I flip everything over this, W is at negative 6, 8, so I'm good there. And this is at negative 6, negative 8. And this is at 6, negative 8. So flipping over top of the y-axis, this would be just fine. That would map right back on top of itself. Number 2, reflect over the line x equals 1. Well, the line x equals 1 will be over here. And if I try to flip x over that line, right, it's to the right 5. If I went to the left 5 of x equals 1, it would put me at x equals negative 4. It would not get me over to W. So B will not work. Rotation of 270 degrees. So if I think about point X, X would have to map onto one of the other corners. And 270 degree rotation would be Y negative X. So the point 6, 8 would become the point 8, negative 6. And 8, negative 6 is not one of my corners. So it would not work. Translating left 3 and down 4 would mean x minus 3 and y minus 4. That would make the point 6, 8 the point 3, 4, which is not one of my corners. Rotating by 180. The rule is make your x, y, negative x, negative y. So 6, 8 would become negative 6, negative 8, which is point Z, which does work for me. Right, that one will work. And lastly, dilation by a factor of 1 means I have to do 1 times x and 1 times y. And we have said in the past, dilations will never map them onto one another unless it is a dilation of a factor 1, because 1 times anything is itself. So the 0.68 will remain the 0.68. So yes, A, E, and F will all work. If you have all 3 of them circled, you got 2 points. If you did not have all 3 of them circled, unfortunately, you were left with a 0. And then question number 11. The figure below is dilated by a factor of 1.5. That means it had to get bigger. So I can automatically throw out B and D because it has to get bigger. The figure has to grow in size because that dilation factor is bigger than 1. And it has to be around the 0.10. So as I look at this little triangle here, I see that is at negative 1, 0. And over here, this point is at positive 1, 0. So my answer is C, as in cat, and not A. So that one is C. Those are your 3 points from page 3.